So I wanted to basically present our submission for the Google Gemini one long context competition. In this competition, we are proposing a use case of generating long, high quality academic literature reviews based on the reviews of hundreds of papers that Google Gemini 1.5 Pro can process simultaneously because of its long context window. Now, this is like doing credible, high quality literature reviews is one of the most fundamental problems in research. It takes a lot of time and is very time consuming. But the short context window of current LLM, most of the current LLMs do not enable the researchers to basically input a large amount of literature and then ask the LLM to basically produce a long literature review. This long context window from Gemini 1.5 Pro and other Gemini models enables us to basically address this problem. And we are already testing this with some live users on ResearchPal, which is used by hundreds of thousands of researchers and students daily, right? And the objective of this, basically, this submission is to show how this long context window of Gemini 1.5 Pro and other models enables us to generate very high quality academic literature reviews by reviewing hundreds of academic papers from different research publications. We also show that we are also basically submitting a research paper based on this finding. So based on this competition, we are also in collaboration with University College London, writing a research paper which will be published later this month, later in December 2024, where we will show how this long context window can be used to produce high quality academic literature reviews. Right. So we're just some of the benefits of this is this long context window enables scalability. It enables interdisciplinary use cases, because with interdisciplinary research, like such as the impact of AI on healthcare or impact of AI on education, it has like a computer science component in the form of AI and a social science component in the form of education or healthcare, right? It also ensures citation accuracy, and it kind of also guarantees consistency and quality. This is what we have seen with a number of iterations that we have done with this long context window, right? So firstly, we basically install the necessary libraries. Then over here in this notebook, we import the files, we kind of set up the Gemini key. We are using the Gemini 1.5 Pro model. Over here you can see we are calling the Gemini model, we're setting up the prompt. It's a very simple prompt, right? So over here we are basically limiting it to process up to 50 papers, because the reason is like if we kind of because the limitation is basically with the output tokens, because the output tokens can't be more than around 8,000 from the current Gemini models. So we're limiting it to process 50 papers and then basically produce a literature review based on those 50 papers. And one of the best things that we noticed about the production of this literature review, is that it basically the LLM produced literature reviews where for each claim it was citing multiple sources. This is something which we've never seen before with single context papers. And one of the reasons for this was because due to the long context, the model was able to process a large number of research papers, and it was able to find a particular claim being justified in a number of different research sources and a number of different research papers. So it basically added multiple claims for multiple research sources for, or multiple references for each claim. Then over here, we are basically generating the literature review. We are passing in the prompt, right? And then over here we are showing the data set. So over here, as an example, we have added 6 queries which you can choose. When you run this Kaggle notebook, you can basically choose any of those 6 queries and it will basically run. And for each query, we have hundreds of academic papers. The model will go through those academic papers, it will shortlist the relevant papers, and then it will produce the literature review for you, right? And this literature will be in thousands of words, right? And it would basically cite that around 50 academic papers. This is something which is unprecedented, right? And then over here, we are giving an example JSON structure of the data set that we have input into this. Then over here we have the function to load the JSON, and then we are getting the abstracts and references from the paper because we are adding references for this as well. And then we are selecting the research question, and over here then you will see we are finally processing the paper, processing the literature review. Thank you.